Hi y'all, it's Yvonne. I'm at the thrift store. It has been about, oh my gosh, it's been like over a week. I've been laying pretty low and trying to catch up on my back stock. But because of the uptick too, I've just been laying kind of low. Anyways, let me turn the camera around and talk to you. So yeah, I came in, the first thing I did was grab a Gatorade because I forgot my drink, and that was the best choice they had, the hot side soda. And then on my way to get a cart, just took a little peek at the vases because y'all know I'm going to start there first, and I just grabbed that. That's kind of nice. It's priced pretty high though, so that's a bummer. But that's pretty darn nice. It's about 1.5 feet tall. From Pier 1, $10.99. I think I'll get that. Anyways, it's a little pricey, but that's okay. That's just how it is these days. So they're not too busy today. So let me get over to the vases, and I'll see you in a second, okay? Okay, the music's kind of loud in this one as usual, but hang on, she's going to put 2 more vases in there somewhere. She's looking, so we'll let her do that real quick, and then we'll go. Let's see what's on sale. What color? Green and yellow. You give really wild parties. So red, I guess, would be the other 50% off. I better ask. I can't remember anymore. Hang on, I'm going to ask. Okay, so last week the 50% color was purple, so that's the secret, so to speak, color. This week there won't be a lot because they pull them on Monday, Sunday evening or Monday, but you might find some, especially in the hard goods. Okay, let's see what else is down in here. That's new. That's pretty with that frosted decor. Let's see what this one is. Can't tell if that's ceramic or glass. I think that's ceramic. $2.49. It has potential. A lot of pretty ones, but they're new. Not that that stops me. You all know that does not stop me. This one's been here a while. It might be on sale now. No, $4.99. It's got a potter's mark on it. Let's put that in the cart for a minute. That's a possibility. This is new, but that's pretty with the copper. This is Murano. They call that a Venturina. A similar process, a little more detailed though, right? Okay, where were we? Not really seeing anything. This is interesting. Okay. $2.99 and 30% off. Sorry, dear. I'm sorry. She's trying to stock as quickly as possible. I love Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would still get that even though it's a new FTD if it was in better shape. That would not stop me. And if the price is right. I know that's going to be new. I'm not going to bother to look at the price because I'm not a fan when it's large and tapers up to where you can only put a few flowers. Then I'm not a fan anymore. It's just something I've learned trying to resell, okay? So I'm talking about reselling. That's a potter's, no, this is signature. $1.99, no, that's all for that. This is going to be modern, made to look old. Yes, $5.99, looks like a Big Lots. Interesting mark. Interesting finish on this. Now on something like this is where I could possibly break a rule about vases that have just a small opening. I'm trying to hold my mask so I can talk more clearly right now, because there's also something in the Japanese culture about, oh, I can't remember the name. Is it ikebana? Forgive me, you guys. I'll look it up and add this later. About very specific arrangements with just a few flowers. Like it's like an art form of minimalist. So in that sense, vases like that would be good. All right, so $2.49 doesn't seem like a bad price. That's, but I think I see something better if I'm going to go that route. And that would be this, right? If I'm going to do something for that kind of idea. Again, I think it's Ikebana, but we'll find out and I'll stick it in here. Do not know what those characters mean yet. Hopefully something good. Usually something good, like good luck or happiness or prosperity. I might get that one too for only $1.59, right? This one's chipped, but I want to look at it for curiosity. It's got felt on it, so I can't see. You need to look at things like this because sometimes they're from the artist has so much clout that it's worth something. It has great value. So let's see what they have down here. This is going to be probably modern, but that's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool one. I don't know if you got, wait a minute. There you go. That's kind of cool. It is noisy in here, y'all, with even though there's not a lot of people. $2.99 from Ross, but that's kind of cool. Those aren't really cracks. Those are like made to look cracks. Okay, let me start over. Those are faux cracks made to look like cracks so that it looks old. We'll let someone enjoy buying that for a great price. Checking out. That might be plastic. Okay, good. I don't have to go through the trouble of pulling that out to see if it's something interesting. These are some nice flowers in here. $1.59 a bunch. Those are some nice. Let me say hi. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Okay, let's get down and look at these pots that things are in. 10. I would look at that if it was ceramic to see if it was a Royal Hager restoration. Okay. We're checking here to see what's in a cool pot, right? I think I've talked about that before. Sometimes things are in a cool pot, and that's what you want. Someone tried to put a faux finish on that and make it look like raku. Sorry you didn't get to see that very well. Let me pause for a minute and look at these, and if I find something, I'll show it to you because this is weird like this, okay? I'll be right back. No great pots underneath all this. This was the closest. Someone upcycled it too with some craft items. That was kind of cute, but I think I'll pass. Well, I raided the beauty supply and got a neti pot, brand new sealed down in there. Some Bed Bath & Body Works. It's only half full, but I like it. For $1.99, it's got glitter in it. I like that. But I'm really liking this tissue box holder. This wooden tissue box holder. It looks very Middle Eastern. And you just slide the bottom out to put the tissues in, and it's only $2.49. So, oh, I grabbed this too. This mirrored box. I think it's only $3.99. That's cute. So, there we are so far. Let's see what we got up in here. It's 2 chips. It's not a Waterford or anything, but it is a big chunk of lead crystal for sure. Passed that up a few times. This, I've bought and sold these before. This is actually like a garlic or citrus grater. They're made in Spain. $1.59, and they usually sell for about $10, $12. Pretty easy, actually. These are probably very vintage, I bet you. This is probably some vintage glass, all right. I mean, it's not heavy on lead crystal or anything, but those would probably sell for a little bit of money, right? I'm pretty sure they're vintage, and they're so big in column. They are molded, but ceramic oil burners. Let's see who made these. Can't tell. Probably like a Pier 1 Imports thing, which I am keeping my eye on Pier 1 Imports. Still, I say not as good as, you know, a Pottery Barn piece, but with their recent changes, Pier 1 Imports recent changes, some of their stuff is going to be going up in price for resale value. Things. Okay. Alright, I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Where'd it go? Maybe I didn't. Oh, this pottery piece. See, like, that's probably another piece of older vintage glass. Any cool brass? A few cool pieces, but nothing I really want to tackle. $3.99. Okay, doing pretty well in this row. I'm pretty sure this is Blanco. Pretty sure. I'm gonna put that in there. And this is, isn't that Salmon Falls? The blueberry salt glaze? Yes, Salmon Falls. So it's not worth a whole lot, but it's worth saving. People like it. Okay, the other thing I snagged was a nice Calphalon pan for myself. I have a Calphalon set, so I'm sure one of my lids will fit that. It's $4.99 and brand new. And it's so funny, I was watching Jocelyn this morning before I left. I think she picked up one of these. Well, she didn't buy it because it's modern, but she had it in her hands. The flash was all scratched off on hers, and this one's in better shape than the one she looked at, but it does have some flash coming off as well, right there. So, I had better pass too. I just think it's funny how a lot of us thrifters on YouTube see the same stuff, right? I'm pretty excited about this. I didn't even see how much it is. Oh my goodness, can I even afford it? Hang on. I don't even know. And I need to tell you guys about that. $6.99? Oh, heck yeah. I think that's about a $60 picture, actually. I did the mug rack. There's a few cute ones. There's some Campbell's Christmas from the 90s, but they want $3.99. But if you're into the mug life, there's a little meat on the bone. That's a Starbucks. I don't even have to look at the bottom. I know it is, but I did look. Just to make sure I didn't tell you guys a lie, but I knew it. There's a bunch of Fiesta. This is only $1.59, but the plates. Woo, $7.99. That's just for that size. Ouch. Okay. So, but for personal use, that'd be good for somebody. So, no smiley faces, so to speak, like straight up, but some relatable ones that I can add. This is actually a vintage one. I can't remember. I'll tell you when I look it up. That's actually vintage. This is cute enough to go in with my smiley mugs in my store, my showcases. And so is the Christmas one, right? If I can get it up there tomorrow. So we'll get those, reasonably priced. All right, let's go check the rest of the plates and the glassware. I'll tell you if I see anything. So here's some more large glass that looks like the other stuff. I said, I know this is vintage. It looks like, I bet you this all goes, or from the same person. 25, that says made in Czech Republic. 24% lead crystal. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you can date things by whether it says Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. Good. It's pressed glass too. Large. I wanted to show you something else. Oh, I wanted to show you this is Mikasa or Studio Nova piece. I wanted to show you that price. I know, let's giggle, right? Okay, I've rolled up on the wall. My favorite wall at my favorite Goodwill. So, I grabbed something really quick. This little glass penguin, it looks like. It's got a chip. Oops. Has to go back. It's got a chip. So, let's see what's happening at this wall. Well, that's broken. This looks like someone's raku attempt, and it, you know, still learning. Let's just say that. Still learning. It's a little Noritake nappy dish. There's an upcycle project, you guys. This, I would like to get. It's only $1.99, but look, some of the mother of pearls coming off, so unfortunately we have to pass. But wow, that's really cute with the cranes. It's only $1.99. Let's see. Cute little box. Fire and Light did a bunch of little paperweights like this, but I don't think they did the praying hands. I don't know whose this is. Very smooth on one side like Fire and Light, and modelly on the other side. Just so you know, they did quite a few pieces, but I don't think they did that. Let's check the tiki stuff. I always check tiki stuff. Oh, let's see this. I have pretty good luck selling Southwest tiles from certain artists. Cute little bag. I think I saw that. It's only $1.49 for a cute little bag. Let's put that here. Letting you guys look with me. Now remember, some stuff looks better on film than it does in person to my eyes. Now I do have to keep my mask on right now, so I know I'm kind of mumbly. Okay, that has the cup with it too, the little jug with the cup with it. $1.59 half price, but all that's coming off. I've got quite a few of these. $2.99. I'm tempted to get that one and put it with my other ones. Just update the listing. Let me think about that. What's in there? What's back there? Some cute stuff. Yes, indeed. Art pottery. Something I'm wanting to get to. I want to get to that. Hang on. It's wooden. Kind of a Dutch pattern, perhaps. Looked at that a week and a half ago when I was here. Let's check this. That's a possibility. I never look at them, but lately Jocelyn's been all about them, right? And I've been following her solds, and some of them do well, some of them not so much. She admitted she was just buying them and learning. Paying to learn, as she said it, but so far I don't think even the ones that didn't do that great she didn't lose money on. So let's check those out too. And thank you, Jocelyn, for teaching us stuff. I appreciate it. Again, I watch a lot of YouTuber content to learn. This is new, but man, I'm loving that bronze and platinum color. Surprisingly, it's not chipped either. That's about a miracle, isn't it? This looks like you stick it to your refrigerator. Granddaughter is a special gift, and a little music box refrigerator magnet. Leather cozy, African leather cozy, or koozie. Yadro looking piece, but I know it's not. Here's some more salt glaze. Oops, I didn't know his feet were ceramic, sorry. It's a second, but I do believe that says Eldrith. It does say Eldrith on there, so we shall get that. Well, I finished it. There was someone right on me, so I had to kind of stay focused, but I added 2 more of those. Now, I still need to check those out because Jocelyn's still learning too, so I either have to teach myself or wait for her to finish learning and teach us all, right? So I'm going to go out to the patio and check planters. They're out there. And while I'm outside there, better reception, I'm going to try to see what I can find out about those, and I'll report back. I will report back right now in this video, I promise. Hi everyone, it's Yvonne. So while I was filming that for you all at the Goodwill, I ran into someone, another reseller that I know, and I wanted to chat for a while before I headed out. Remember I said, okay, I'm going to go out and look at planters. I'll be right back. And so I put my phone, I tape with my phone, right? I film with my phone to be discreet, excuse me. And so I stuck it in my pocket, and I must have forgot to turn it off because it's like filming the inside of my pocket. Anyway, so then when that little chat was over and everything was done, I went to get it back out and finish filming and talking to you guys, and the battery was dead. So anyways, I did do more shopping, and I bought a few more things, and there was some clothing. So I will make this. I'm at home right now. I just edited the first part of the video, and so I'm making this, and I'll add it to the end. Okay, so here we go. Yes, I did buy that vase. Has a Pier 1 import sticker on it. I don't know if you can see that, yeah. And gosh, $10.99, ouch, right? But look, it sure is pretty, right? And it's real big, so I think I can, you know, I'm going to put it in the booth. I might even keep it for a while, who knows. But that's pretty. The booth, my showcases are going well. I went there yesterday, and I had just sold something, they said. I'm still not in the system, but they said any day now I'll be in the system where I can just log on to the portal, the vendor portal, and check everything that way to see what sold. And, you know, if I had a crazy good sales day, you know, and I know I have a bunch of empty spots, I can run up there and fill it up. If I haven't sold anything, well, I can either relax or think about things I might want to swap out. Anyways, it's going well there though. So this starts month number 2, and hopefully I'll get a booth there soon. So I have decided, if you didn't know from my other videos, to go ahead and get a booth. I put in for a booth a while back as well, and I hope to get one because it's going pretty well there, even with just the 2 showcases. So I think that I would like to, you know, have a booth where I can have more items and some larger items, right? Because right now, although I made rent, just shy of my rent, I didn't make any money last month, my first month, but I made just shy of my rent, and, you know, let me think, the math. Probably about $30 worth of stuff, I'd say, for my costs. So I'm okay with that. I didn't put anything in there that I knew I could sell on eBay for a good amount, Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get my drift on that? So I'm okay with whatever sold that I didn't really make money on yet, and testing the waters and learning my way. I'm okay with that. But I am kind of excited to have a booth. I put in for the smallest booth, so it will only be another $20 to upgrade. So that's what's happening there. So this will I'll probably save that to be a booth item, okay? Hopefully I'll get one soon. Or if not, that will fit in the lower shelf. If I sell something larger or want to swap something out, you know, I'll put that in the lower shelf. But I'm going to have to get a little bit of money for that, right? Because I paid $10.99, but it really is pretty. Pier 1 just went under a change, right? To where is it online only now? And so normally their stuff, resale value, iffy, but something's happening now. I've said this a few times, and other YouTubers that you may watch have said it too. So I usually stick with Pottery Barn mostly, but something's happening with Pier 1 too, where I think now we can get a little bit more money on certain items for the resale value in the secondary marketplace, which is us on eBay, Facebook, whatever. And you saw me put this in, and I'm sorry, I did try to find some information about it before doing this, and no luck. $2.99. It could just be, you know, it could be a nice piece of folk art by someone. What is that like? That looks like Indian or Mexican hieroglyphics, if you will allow that term, for lack of a better word. So kind of crudely made. I just like it. So I'll keep working with this and see what I can come up with. There is a signature on the bottom, but Lord help us if any of us can like decipher that. I don't even know if you can see it. But I'll keep working on it. But $2.99, and it's kind of cool. This one's exciting though. Wait a minute. Let me do this before I get to that. So yes, the Salmon Falls. This is the Salmon Falls salt glaze with the blueberry pattern. I think even in the video, hang on. I think even in the video you could see that, right? So paid $2.49. It's worth about $15, you know, give or take, and depending on what platform. But I've sold a couple of pieces like that before, so you know, there I go breaking my $20 rule. But some pieces are just kind of cool, and you just don't run across them every day. So salt glaze has a good following. And so here's another piece, right? And this, I said this is an Eldrith. It says second on it, so I guess seconds, rejects, whatever. But let me see if you can let me come in and see if you can see this. 2004. So I don't know if you can, oh darn, you can see the 2004, but it does, I promise you it says Eldrith in the typical script written up there, okay? I can't catch it. You can look online though if you haven't sold Eldrith or handled any of it. Some of it goes for pretty good money, but you can look online, like on an eBay listings, let's say, someone who is a good seller and has a lot of photos, and you can kind of catch one of their photos maybe with the signatures. I do that a lot to help me with identification, but most certainly do not count on what eBay sellers say for identification. You know, like you got to get a consensus, okay? Don't just use an eBay seller for sure. I mean, let's take Murano for instance. How many of them say Murano glass, right? And I showed you this, but you didn't really get to see it up close. It's just a modern day glass box. Beveled edges, some numbers on it, mirrored, decent size, checked all the corners. And again, let me come in. It's beveled. Each piece is beveled at the end, if you understand what I mean by that. So it was $3.99, in good shape. So I'm probably just going to put this up in the booth, okay? I'm selling new stuff in the booth just fine. New stuff, vintage, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yes. That antique mall I use to expedite a conversation, but you know, it's a Willowstone marketplace. A lot of them are like that these days because they'll allow a certain percentage of new items or crafted items in as well, and that mall definitely does. But the perk of that is you can sell newer items too, because there are a lot of buyers I see in there that are going to like the Hobby Lobby type booths and buying, decorating things, definitely. So I don't know how much I'll put that up for. I don't know, probably like $20. Okay, now this one I'm kind of excited about, this glass vase. Did I even show it to you guys? I don't know. $1.59. Okay, nice pretty swirl in there, kind of cased inside. But what got me excited, besides the $1.59 and the cute little size and purple amethyst color, was when I peeled it back, I could see a signature. That was good enough for me because I also felt the quality, and I saw 1970s. And so now, just now I looked it up, and let's talk about this for a minute, you guys. I would show you, but you won't be able to see it. Let me pull it up on eBay real quick. It appears to be a Smyers, a Stephen Smyers earlier piece. Now, I looked on eBay, and there are a couple of his items for sale, a couple sold. He did do work in the 70s. Most of his signatures currently are in script, so I was like, oh no, I can't verify that. But I did find one, I did find one early from the 70s that was in block letters like mine, and some of the numbers were exactly the same. So I'm starting to feel a little confident that I may have found, let me stop talking, I can't multitask, y'all. So I feel kind of confident that I may have found a very vintage early Stephen Smyers piece, and apparently California. Let me see if I can get my phone to focus. Here's eBay. So some people have some of his items on there for a pretty good chunk of money. I don't know if that focused. Especially this older one from the 70s. This one's really awesome. Now they're asking, what, $600 for that one? Doesn't mean they'll get it. You know how that goes. Do your comps carefully. You can't just look up what people are listing things for and go, oh, this is worth money. No, people make that mistake with Beanie Babies all the time. I just heard the other day someone complain, or someone said something about finding some Beanie Babies at the thrift store. I didn't see it. Someone just sent it to me to get a chuckle, and the people thought they were going to be worth $400. We're like, oh yeah, right up there with the Disney Diamond VHSs. Anyways, that was gossip. Okay. I'm just making a point about being careful, right, for those of you that are new. So I did look up some of the signatures, and again, I think that is a match for some of the signatures, the etchings that he did in his early days. So I'm kind of excited, because if any of this is true that I'm seeing, then even though this is a small size and not, you know, so grand epic like that King Tut one, or there's a diachroic one in there, it's a smaller size and everything's still quality. There's a chance this could be like $50, $60, right? Being an early piece to a collector. Darn, I wish I could get some, there we go, get some light on the situation. Okay, so excited about that. So always peel back and look carefully. Some of the etching, let me see if you guys can see. No, because it's a hot mess, and you'll be like, I don't know what that says. Does that even say anything, right? Or is it just a messy pontal? Ah. Oh my goodness. And yes, you just saw a few minutes ago in the beginning of the video, or in the middle of the video, about this nice picture. I'm so excited. This is a deep red to orange ombre, if you could see it in person. And this did indeed turn out to be a Blanco. This is only my third piece. I want to say second because the first two that I found were the kidney like ashtrays or whatever, and I found them both together. So they were like $18, $20 resale value. I already sold one of them in the more interesting color. But so I showed you the worth point. There are people that have this for sale from anywhere from $80 to $200. So we'll see. I used the worth point, but I do not pay for a subscription, so I could not see the prices that they recommended on that amethyst one. But this was a collab with, darn it, someone named Myers. Darn it, I'm so sorry. Well, you guys saw it, right? And this was only in their catalog for 1 year in 1967. Wow, right? Oh, I wish you could see the pretty red to orange ombre. Ah, darn. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm going to guess no less than $80 and maybe even more on this Blanco piece. I'm kind of excited because another thing with some of this glassware is that sometimes Okay, up like this is number 6720, picture number 6720. But sometimes in certain colors they can command more money. Let me think. Okay, off the top of my head, like so let's take Viking. Like Viking has some glass figurines that are going to be one resale price if they're in a certain color. But let's say if they're in, I think it's red, then the price just went up. The resale value, collectability went up for some reason. Well, I say for some reason. I think it's, if what I heard was true, and I tend to believe this, is because red can be a harder color of glass, you know, to make and manipulate. So that would make sense, right? Okay. And this nice wooden tissue box. I am prone to picking up cool tissue boxes. I use them myself. Like, you're not going to see a bare box of tissues in my house. No, I'm going to put it in something cool. Hello. So I have some really cool ones around in my house. And so I thought this one was no exception. So probably just from an import store. And you just slide this down the back and put your box of tissues in there. So let me come in closer so you can look how pretty this Middle Eastern looking design is. So I think someone that's doing a nice boho or urban organics, which seems to be a new title for a trend, decorating trend. Jungalo, you've heard me say a lot of times. And I don't know, I know I'm throwing out some newish words, you know, right now for the last few years, and kind of newish in the decorating community, but I swear these are words, these are things, these are hashtags that are huge on Instagram. So I think someone's gonna really enjoy this, or maybe perhaps they're just from the Middle East and they like this pattern, this kind of Marrakesh looking pattern, right? So I'll show you one more time. I wish it over here, it's kind of picking up some of the details. The light is, oh well, that's cute. So I'm not sure. Let me look up comps. I'm just gonna guess I'm probably gonna throw this in the booth, the showcases, for somewhere around, I don't know, $24. That may be optimistic. I may find out that these are just all recently imports and they're all up in those little imported Middle Eastern mall stores, you know, and like for $5. I don't know, but I just thought it was cool. Okay, so, oh, and these. So I talked about these. I'm kind of following something I learned from watching Jocelyn. Those of you who don't know what I mean when I say Jocelyn, I'm talking about Crazy Lamp Lady. I think most of you do because we share a lot of followers. I mean, she has a lot, but you know what I'm saying, because kind of into the same things, right? So she has been buying these, I'm going to try it, Kokeshi dolls. I see it online, and some of them she's been selling for good money. She's still kind of learning, so she can't really tell us everything about it yet in her videos. She's still kind of, let me move my chair. She's still kind of learning herself. Some of them have been going for really good money. So yes, I bought this. This is a good size, and when I look, let me pull up. Let's pull this up and see. Japanese Kokeshi wooden dolls, yeah, crafted in Japan. Okay, like it seems like the ones like I have and like she mainly buys, darn it, that's just not focusing. Sorry you guys, it's not focusing. It seems like they go for a little bit more money, like 30, 40 to 100. I've seen some. So these do seem a little, this one seems a little bigger. This one does seem a little bigger than most of them, and there was actually a whole set, and I picked out what I thought was the best one. It still has the label on it that matches some of the higher end ones that are being sold. It matches that label, so I'm excited about that. It's underneath the price tag here. Darn it. I don't want to take it off yet because it's wanting to peel off the label, and I want to keep that label on there, so I need to work with that carefully. Anyways, so that's what's happening there. So I'm going to start doing some of my own research, and I trust that Jocelyn, as she learns, she'll keep updating us. Plus, she's one of the many people that, of course, I watch their eBay store. I go through and I look at what's sold at the prices, you know, that they got for things, and maybe take a peek at their keywords and things like that, right? Okay. Now I picked out some clothing pieces that y'all didn't get to see because Apparently I was filming the inside of my pocket. Oh, I forgot about this. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I paid a lot for this too, but I just love it. This almost looks like it could be like a lamp cover too. It might be what it is. But I was thinking of it for a vase, but I paid $9.99, but I had a coupon. I had a $5 off when you spend $20 coupon, plus I had a gift card that still had like $10 on it. So I bought a little handful of stuff, and it didn't hardly cost me anything. But yeah, I'm part of a text group, and so we get coupons in our email, and you can just open up your phone and pull up the coupon, and they can just scan it right off your phone. You don't have to print it out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, yes. The more I think about this, I'm like, wait, I think I just bought a light cover, which, hey, that might be cool too. I have sold some light covers. Now, they've been vintage glass light covers, but anyways, I bought it. Let's say it cost me $5. We're going to see who else wants it. No, it's not a light cover, because I don't think so, because that bottom doesn't make sense. If it was going to be, you know, like up here like a light cover, right? That bottom doesn't make sense. So, okay, that's what I did. But see the pretty pattern, kind of like that Herend porcelain kind of decorative pattern that they're known for. Let me back up and see if you can see that it's it's prettier. It's really big too, right? Oh my goodness. I like it either way, so I'm cool. I'm cool with it. If it doesn't sell, I kind of like this. All right. Let me bring over a few pieces of clothing. Just a few. Because these are good, you guys. Okay. Yes. Another smiley face sheet. That picture that I use a lot with me drinking out of the smiley face cup and I'm wrapped up in a sheet. You know what that came from? That was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, when Ryan and Allie, now known as Raleigh Roots, they did some kind of, and I think Wade from Wade's Venture was in there. They did some kind of thing on Instagram where people were wrapping them. It was hashtag reseller blankets. Yes, hashtag reseller blankets is what it ended up evolving into. And of course I participated. And what else am I going to do? Save the smileys, right? I get out my smiley stuff and I do that theme. And so I just really liked that picture. And so I just kind of, after that whole thing was over, it's still up. Hashtag reseller blanket. Yeah, it's funny, you guys. You should just hashtag that and see. I just kind of started using it because I thought it was cute. So I like this one because this one even has bigger smileys on it. So it's still nice and fresh and crisp. It was $2.99. So that's going in with my smiley collection. And speaking of, those of you that have sent me some friend mail and some smiley stuff, I think smiley stuff according to what you said in messages, I have received them. I'm waiting on one more. They're down here along with some cute smiley face things that I've collected. I'll show you this because y'all saw me get that. Some really cute things, and I've got a couple cards that people have sent me over the last couple months actually, but I'm waiting on one more thing to come in, and then we'll open that up and talk about some of that friend mail. That's so nice. Okay, so there's that, and I'm gonna save the best for last. So this brand here is really nice. Hail Bob. Always sells well. I actually haven't found a piece for a long time though. Look, it's just a little stretchy sequin dress. Nice quality sequin dress. Actually, it's been a couple years since I found a Hail Bob's pair of shoes or dress. So let me go check right now. Hail Bob dress. Okay. Oh yeah. If you have a good one, they're still selling. Some of them are selling cheaper, either because it's an older style, a less desirable style, not as great a fabric, or the seller does not know. Or a clear out. Some people just they get tired of reselling and they just blow everything out. But if it's a good dress, they're still selling for around the 50-ish for a good dress. Hail Bob dress. Okay, so I think someone will like that. It's cute. If not, one of the daughters. Okay, I want to save that one for last. And a nice another little nice velvet embroidered jacket. When I saw it, I inched up carefully, not too slow so someone else would get it before me. And I was like, please be a Johnny Was. Please be a Johnny Was. It's not, but it's cute, you guys. And it's very quality. So let me back up. There you go. So it's got a lot of embroidery on it. It's kind of a, I don't know what to call that color. Let's just call it gold. So that's what it looks like on here anyways, is gold. That's pretty close, kind of a platinum gold. And nice embroidery everywhere. So it's a small tube, but that's okay. How much was that? So you guys didn't get to see that part. So $7.99, that's okay. And I always look just kind of like at the skirts. I just kind of look through. I'm looking for good fabrics, Santana knit fabric, and these pleated broomstick skirts. I love them when they are tiered with different fabrics, like mismatched, nothing matches fabrics. A nice velvet, I think I said that. Maybe some lace trim. I will buy them from some of the labels that I enjoy most, or like if they're from the Period collection, which is actually a catalog. And what's the other one? There's someone else that makes... There's another label that makes some really good ones that are popular. She makes them lightweight, tiered, and in bright colors. Darn it, I want to say Coldwater Creek, but that can't be it. It could be. It could be Chica's or Coldwater Creek or Soft Surroundings. Okay, forgive me on that. But anyways, just there's a general thing and learn yourself. But this one for sure, oftentimes you'll find these with studs on them, but a double D ranch. Is that focusing? Not very well, is it? Okay, this is one of their leather double D ranch patches. Never be afraid of anything double D ranch. It's going to be lodge, western, prairie type stuff. Higher end, great resale value. And they have some junior labels as well for double D ranch. Escapes me now. You guys have to forgive me. Because, you know, all year I kind of pulled away from clothing for a little bit. Not totally, as you know. I just wasn't showing a lot of it. Because clothing makes money for me and I love it. But as I focused and took a deeper dive into vintage, right? So some of this stuff is like, I forget. But it'll come back to me. So I'm fixing to get back into the clothing groove for a couple weeks and get caught up on my stockpile. I know I keep saying that, but it is actually going to happen. And to show you the product that my friend, and probably your friend Kenneth, known as IB Flipping Daily on Instagram, what he designed for the reseller community, his product. It's fantastic. I'm going to switch over to using that when I list. So I promise that is coming. It's just, you know, it's the holiday time now, so it's just, there's a lot going on, right? It's holiday time, so I think I can get more done than I actually have time for because, you know, family stuff comes up, other things like that. Okay. Haha. Plus it's getting dark at like, what, 5 o'clock? And I'm like, it's almost my bedtime. It's ridiculous. I don't like going, I don't go to bed too early, of course, but you know, I like to try to get up about 7:30 in the morning when my husband, you know, kind of is up running around. Okay, but I do like to get at least 8 hours sleep, right? That's healthy. All right, this is what I love. I already told my husband he could have first dibs on it. All right, let me back up. It's a pair of pants, a nice pair of trousers, and I'll show you the fabric in just a minute, with the matching blazer. Matching blazer. It's a men's cut. And this one is called Life of the Party, and it has a special Christmas tag, but let me tell you something. There we go. Can you see that? Life of the Party. They make all these kind of suits in any kind of fun, themed fabric that you can think of. You think of something, and they probably have the suit to match it. So this is about a size medium, so I'm going to guess like a 38 on the jacket. And I'm going to guess about 32 to 34 on the pants. And the length is 34. You know who you know who I think of when I see this? I think of I'm like, you know who would probably wear this? Like, they would probably actually wear this. Is Wade from Wade's Ventures. If you know him, you know exactly kind of what I'm thinking. I think what we love most is when he wears his ramen noodle outfit, right? He wears it out doing things. Yes, he does. All right, you guys. So that was it, right? So sorry about that. Sorry that I ditched you for filming inside my pocket. Okay, so let me get this cleaned up. Let me edit out some parts you guys aren't going to see that I messed up. And I'll get this up. Hopefully it'll get up tonight. Let's see, it's not a real long video, so it shouldn't take too long to render. All right, you guys, I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later or see you on someone else's videos. Thanks, and have a great evening.